Hello there, everyone. You know who I am, ETTemplar, Alien Crusader from Beyond the Heavens. So, this is my own State of the Union for you guys. It's a political rant about two things, so here we go. ETTemplar State of the Union for you guys. So, our southern border is open. There's a debate between federal and Texas National Guard to just let them through. So the government, the Department of Justice, and the president is saying just let them all through. Now, so are some of these people looking to leave a country to come to America to better enrich their lives? Sure, but with these people come organized crime, criminals, people from insane asylums, and I think it's Maduro who has actually opened up his prisons and insane asylums and told them, here, go to the United States. So that's issue one. We have continued religious war and extremism in Israel and Palestine. We have Ukraine, Russia's, borscht wars still popping off. Countless lives being lost in a power struggle for world power and the elite. It's not about democracy. That's a fucking lie. It's not about upholding the peace and freedom the American way. That's a fucking lie. It's so people can secure land, power, and corrupt, connections for themselves and their families. Like Mitt Romney's son, Hunter Biden, and Nancy Pelosi's son were all involved with Burisma. So we have all this shit. Americans struggling to survive with inflation, the price of items for groceries rising, gas, and people are barely scrounging everything together. Meanwhile, retirements are at stake. Meanwhile, these illegal immigrants and illegal aliens are getting free money, free healthcare, free housing, and free transportation to the city of their choice. And to top this off, we have the bridge, the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore that was struck by a cargo ship. There's, to my knowledge, I think 7 lives lost. 7 lives that their family will never will never see again. And there's a toxic spill now. One of the containers had like soap, perfume, and other stuff. So there's a toxic element to this now. And not only that, the entire shipping lane is halted. So until the NTSB, finishes their investigation, and until they repair, build up, remove the debris, so on and so forth, halted trade through Baltimore, which interestingly enough halts the shipment of heavy materials. Mainly some of them military stuff like tanks and heavy equipment. So you tell me if that's a coincidence. I'm not a conspiracy theory. I'm not, hinting at something here, but I'm just dropping the seed. Doesn't that make you think? And not only that, let's just say if Baltimore, let's just say it takes them 10 years to rebuild a bridge or build a new bridge. Meanwhile, the city has to suffer. And let's just say, this is just how my brain works. They might have to sell off land and shipping ports because who knows how long, how long it fucking takes government to complete anything? Yeah, so BlackRock, of course, this could be a scheme for BlackRock to buy up more, ports and land. Of course, this isn't official, it's just me alleging. So with all this going on, what is the representative, our president, doing? Having a fucking fundraiser, because he's got to win that election, baby. So of course, Biden, Obama, and then over here behind me we got this fucking rapist, Jeffrey Epstein ally piece of shit. I don't know how him and Hillary have skated off from being associated with him, but there we go. We got this piece of shit. They're all laughing, having a good time. And they'll be secured. They'll be making a paycheck till they fucking... how God calls them home. And them and their families will have Secret Service protection around the clock. And because they're presidents, they've... no one leaves the presidency poorer than when they got in. they're all going to be worth multi-millions of dollars, hundreds of millions, even, by making back alley deals and connections and corruption. Not one of these guys are legitimate. That's all dirty money. So the Americans are looking at a shattered nation, a broken country, and these guys are smiling, laughing it up at a campaign rally. So you can kind of see I'm trying to conduct the State of the Union with a little bit of decorum instead of furiously screaming and Fed posting. I don't need that kind of trouble, nor would I want to. Anyways, this is our representative democracy. This is the lie that's been told to us that is so much better than Vladimir Putin, Lukashenko's Belarus, Bashar al-Assad's Syria. Oh, we are so much better off, aren't we, with this bullshit democratic republic, the shitocracy. To borrow a Russian phrase, a shitocracy, where we're not representative. Most of the senators have more allegiance to Israel than they do their own Caucasus nation. Read into that what you will, but the State of the Union's not good, ladies and gentlemen. It's not good at all. In fact, it's quite abysmal. If I had to guess, we're probably years from a total economic collapse. Who knows, or not. Maybe this entire corrupt system will continue existing and be upheld by the printing of more money. Could be. It's more than likely. I have this theory that there's too many evil people at power to have this fall. It would be too much of a just and karmic thing to happen if our economy did collapse, because that would clear the slate. Well, actually, no, wouldn't. Let me take that back, because people like this would still be safe and secure. The middle class and poor, we would be fucked. And the elites, the New World Order, the consortium, whatever you want to call them, they're going to be still good no matter what happens. And in my opinion, the State of the Union, to another factoid here, there's been the lowest recruitment in the American military since the 1970s, I think. That's what I've seen recently. The Navy is taking people who don't have GEDs now. So there's the United States military is just fucking desperate to get any form of recruits because people are catching on. Why should you sacrifice your life and limb for an ungrateful nation or sociopathic fucks like these behind me? A rapist, a dipshit, and an antichrist. Why should you, for shit pay, shit benefits, and a VA that's gonna fucking poison you by force vaxing you and poisoning you through pharmaceuticals? So yeah, I foresee, if you ask me, probably intentional collapse, maybe civil war. Who the fuck knows? The only thing I do know is that the basic American were being shafted. This isn't intended to be funny. That I'm intending this to be very literal. The American people and the citizen, the taxpayer, is being bent over their barrel and their asses pounded like German schnitzel. I would be laughing if it wasn't true. And we have 2024, an electoral process that we're supposed to fucking trust, with whistleblowers and people coming out saying that these machines are hackable and they can switch a 50% lead to a 49-51% in favor to whoever they choose. This came out from someone who works, like, testified before Congress. So that's that. The next thing I want to talk about is something that will probably have my blood boiling. So I don't have much patriotism for the United States anymore, because the government is just so corrupt, so backwards, and so fucked. I could care less. And God only knows how the 2024 elections will go. I'm expecting Shitpants McGee here to get a second term. Because there's one thing that has me suspicious and concerned about the next elections is they're not doing anything. See, when Trump was in office and his term was ending, the Republicans and him, they were trying to hurry through all the bills and stuff they could before he left. We're not seeing that with Joe Biden. Why is that? Because I think they already know he's going to get a second term. That's why there's no rush. That's why he's up here with a rapist and the fucking Antichrist campaign contributing to make it seem like they're, campaigning. But in reality, I think they already know Biden's going to win. He's already going to get a second term. Because let's be fair here, if Trump gets in, the New World Order, the consortium, whatever you want to call it, is done. So they'll get a Biden in here a second term to finally finish off the poor and the middle class and the working people. And our country entirely, probably, for all I know. But yeah, that's my State of the Union for this first half of the video. Things are looking pretty fucked and black-pilled, if you ask me. And anyways, the next topic is... Ooh. Of course, this is an article. I didn't read it, but I saw this. And maybe some of you Canadians can chime in the comments down below. But is this true? Is this official? Anyways, it says Trudeau, praying in public, reading aloud from the Bible is hate speech to be severely punished. Well, so much for freedom of speech and freedom of religion. Why don't you just wipe your ass with the Constitution on that one, Trudeau? So this is obviously a terrible sign if you're a Christian. The next thing that will come of this is advisors and observers in your churches and religious organizations to make sure you're not saying anything haram or anything out of out of the political correctness. You know what else is next? The changing of your doctrine, the rewording of your Bibles, the rewording and changing of your doctrine, the literal influence of the Antichrist. I wonder if they carry the same attitude with the Quran, because if I'm thinking the Quran also doesn't say nice things about homosexuals and sex with animals. Yeah, so we have Trudeau setting that off. And the thing that has me so upset about this is the pacifism of Christianity has gotten to the point where it's just appeasement in Canada. Now, at least in the United States, we have the Second Amendment. Now, I have to be careful with how I follow that one up, but if this shit was to be tried here, you damn well bet that there would be a fucking issue about it. So I don't know what's going on in Canada. What you Canadians fucking doing up there? Are you just bending over? Are you gonna let Trudeau here, gore your ass out like a pumpkin? Anyways, that's my rant. I can't focus too much on it because, again, I might actually say some that will land me in trouble. Now, why can't this fucker get off the screen? Get off, you fucking Quebecois queer bait. Anyways, yeah, I'll probably get crap for being so black-pilled. But the current state of things, it's not looking good. And you'd have to be naive and a fool to say, oh, Trump's second term's coming around, he's gonna lift this all. Sorry, I don't even think with Trump in office that there can be a changing of course. Or not. Maybe he does some amazing shit. We'll have to see. That's if they allow him to win. That's if he makes it to the fucking election. Because we don't know what can happen in this crazy world. And you obviously know what I'm implying there. Either they jail him or something else. So we'll have to see. But you have to be a naive fool to be a white pill or to think can turn around. It's just I'm sorry. It's just my opinion. And to wrap this up, Godspeed. If you are in a state that allows you to own guns, get strapped. Buy foodstuffs, buy silver, gold. Start thinking like a prepper, just in case. Just in case. But like the Bible says, there's nothing new under the sun. Maybe Trump will be like a new Reagan. Maybe we'll get another golden era. Maybe, or I don't know. Or so that's just my 2 cents on it. See you next time. Godspeed and take it easy.